We are live. Fight Dogs, episode 3. What's up, Mills? How's it going, man?
Can't find my screen right now. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Yeah, no worries at all. Yeah, we got another UFC card here today. I mean, last weekend, Luke versus Muhammad, great fight card. A lot of people weren't too high on it, and this weekend's card, Lemos versus Andrade, a lot of people aren't too high on it either. But sometimes these cards, people sleep on them, and they're good. So, we're here again, giving you guys some picks. Last weekend, we absolutely killed it. I mean, on my end, I hit my best bet. I hit my underdog pick as well as my lottery parlay. I know Mills hit his lottery parlay as well. So, I mean, we're cashing these in, boys. We're giving out free picks out here. And honestly, last weekend's card, didn't know many fighters on that. I had to do the research. There was a lot of guys making their debut and things like that. And, that's what we do this for. That's the value we provide is doing the research, even on these fights that, maybe these guys are making their debut or second fight in the UFC. So, that's the value we provide there. So it was definitely a good show. Mills, you all good now?
Yeah, man. Heck yeah, man. Had to get everything going. It takes a couple of minutes though. Had some technical difficulties though, man. Yeah, man. Coming off a hell of a week last week, man. The main event, man, didn't disappoint. The underdog came through. Now we're back at it this week, giving you guys our best plays, our best picks, our lottery picks. Like Brad already said, man, we cashed it, man. We cashed our best bet last week. My man Brad cashed his best dog last week, and he cashed his lottery pick. And you know me, I did the same thing, man. So, hey, we're back at it again. My lottery pick, parlay hit. That was a plus 375. My best dog, Jordan Levitt, he hit. My best play was fight to go the distance, Yan Wu versus Silva. That came through. So, man, we about to do the same thing this week, right?
Yep. And I got a question for you. I want to know your opinion on this. When it comes to the welterweight division, after Muhammad won that fight, who's next for him? Do you give him the title fight? Like, who do you want to see Belal Muhammad fight next?
I want to see him fight Gilbert Burns or Khamzat Chimaev.
Yeah. I want Khamzat versus Colby. I just feel like that buildup would be crazy. And stylistically, I mean, I think that would be a great fight. And there's always Leon Edwards just hanging in there. I feel bad for the guy. So the welterweight division, it's a tough division right now. So many high-level guys, and it's just who's going to get that Kamaru fight next. It's a crazy division.
Yeah, nah, man. Like you said, it's stacked, man. Everybody's waiting for Kamaru Usman. He's taking some little time off with some injury. We're hearing that Leon Edwards rumblings out there that he's been offered a fight with Conor McGregor, because he might not be getting this fight with Kamaru Usman. Leon Edwards turned that down. So, that's not out there. So, yeah, it's just so much going on in this welterweight division right now, but the man on top is Kamaru Usman-ish. Everybody be online waiting for that one, man.
Yeah, I honestly don't see anyone beating him. It could be Khamzat, but anyone else other than that, I don't know. I can't see it.
Besides that, what was one of the fights that kind of got you going last week that you remember on the card, or did you like the main event the most?
Yeah, I mean, the main event was great, but that Caio Borralho fight, however you say his name, versus that Godzi fight with that, it was like that weird controversial illegal knee, but that Caio that kid's an animal. Definitely a different type of fighter, very interesting guy. So I'm going to be looking out for him. I enjoyed that fight. And then, of course, I had the underdog pick with Fialho. So watching him get that first round knockout, I mean, that had me fired up. So I would say those are the two fights that I love there. What about you?
Man, I'll be honest. Yeah, it was that co-main event one. That Caio Borralho fight. That one I got him at an underdog price. He ended up closing at a minus 115 on there. That was like one of the more entertaining fights. Both of the two fights got stopped and ended in a technical decision. It was weird. The guy hit him with the illegal shot. It should have been a DQ or it just stopped. Instead, it actually went to the technical decision. So weird night of fights, but hey, man, that's why we're back, man. Speaking of fire, man, we about to fire it up, man. We got 13 fights coming out on the card. I'm gonna run through some of the names real quick. It's only a few that we like on here besides that's on the main card. So we're only going to attack one on the prelims, the one that we did call our showcase fight of the night. But besides that, let me go through the names real quick. You got Dean Barry versus Mike Jackson, Philip Lins versus Marcin Prachnio, Cameron Ellis versus Alcoolier Lang. I actually like Lang in that fight. Tyson Pedro making his comeback after 4 years layoff, minus 500 versus Ike Villanueva. Dwight Grant versus Sergey Kanzonko. last time we seen Sergey was about 2 years ago. Jordan Wright, the Beverly Hill Ninja, taking on Mark Androrio Barriott. And then you got the main card going with Preston Parsons. Evan Elder is on the prelims as well. Landon Vannata kicks off the main card versus Charles Jourdain. Sue Majuri, my man, versus Manel Cape. That's going to be a banger. Montana De La Rosa versus Macie Barber. Got to give some love to the ladies. Alex Romanoff got a new fight replacement with Chase Sherman. Then you got the co-main event, Guida versus Claudio Polaris. Jessica Andrade versus Amanda Lemos just kick off the main event. So real quick, Brad, what's one of the fights that you like that's not on the main card that you want to start talking about? That
I mean, I'm down to go for that Jordan Wright versus Barriott fight.
Let's go, man. Jordan Wright versus Mark Androrio Barriott coming in. Jordan Wright, Beverly Hills Ninja, 12-2. Coming from my hills, actually, Rodeo out here in Beverly Hills, Los Angeles, California. Mark Androrio Barriott, I want to say that's the Canadian fighter. Last time we seen him, he got slept in the ring. Jordan Wright never been to a decision. Never in his life. All of his fights finished. They usually don't go the distance. Has a few flash knockouts. Has a few flash times been knocked out. So go ahead, man. Brad, how you see this one?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, both these guys, they're both coming off knockout losses. Jordan Wright, fun fighter to watch, just has that reckless style. And if you look at his past fights, he either knocks people out or gets knocked out. So this is going to be a fun one. I'm excited for this one, but personally, I can't trust my putting my money on either of these guys to win. I just don't know. Someone's going to slept, and that's all I know. So I'm going to roll with this under 2.5 rounds. I think it is a little juice. I think I saw it at like minus 130, which I don't love.
That's not juice. That's not juice.
I mean, yeah, for under rounds, that's a little juice for me. I don't know. It's just a little risky for me, but if I'm going to bet this fight, it's going to be the under 2.5 rounds.
Like that. See where you're going with that, man. You call that juice? I call that orange juice in the morning. Minus 130, under 2.5. Really like that angle on there. Mark pretty much opened up a minus 150 favorite. Got steamed up to a minus 170 right now. You really can't question. You really can't trust two of these fighters. But I can trust one more than I can the other. So I'm going to go ahead and take Mark Androrio Barriott. I believe he has the cardio to push the pace. Jordan Wright stands out there in a karate stance, out there ready to counter. Doesn't really have the gas tank to go deeper rounds. So I seen Barriott at least go deeper rounds. So I'm going to take Barriott in this fight. I'm not going to be playing him straight. Keep on later on in the show. I might have him included in a parlay, though. But for this one, you got my man Brad going with the under 2.5. Shop around for the best line, 135. And I'm going to be taking Mark Androrio Barriott in this fight.
Hey, I like that. I think parlaying those two, the under 2.5 and Mark, that's not a bad play right there as well. So I feel you on that.
Let's go. Next fight coming up. Oh, man, this one's going to be a banger, man. I'm talking about a banger, man. This one, Manel Cape, 17-6, taking on Sue Majuri, taking place in the flyweight division at a 125 weight class. Manel Cape, tell you about this guy for the people that don't know about him. He was fighting in Rising. That's another organization overseas. Pretty much made his debut fighting at, I want to say it was Pantoja. Didn't look too good in it. But the hype on this guy is big. They brought him to be a backup fight, alternate fight. I forgot what fight it was, but he weighed in as the alternate just in case a fighter didn't make weight. Now it's him making his debut. That's because Dana White's high on the guy. Doesn't have a lot of volume out there. He's a counter striker out there. Likes to pretty much press people up against the cage. Last time in the octagon, I want to say he did get the win. But before that, he got an impressive win over Ade Osborne with the flying knee. On the other side, Sue Majuri coming in on this guy. He's on a 3-fight winning streak right now as well. Overseas fighter, longer. I like the way that he uses his reach and his distance. Has the cardio to push the pace. To give you guys the gambling lines on him out there for all the bettors. Manel Cape opened up at a minus 140. Steam now all the way up to a minus 180. Come back on Sue Majuri is roughly around plus 135 to a plus 140. Shop around for the best line. How you see this fight taking place?
This was a tough fight for me to pick because I love Majuri's striking style. I mean, the dude is fun to watch, and both these guys have looked very solid. Majuri, he lost that fight to Smolka in the beginning of his career and it's won 3 straight. And Cape, on the other hand, he's coming off 2 knockout wins. So, like I said, both these guys are hot right now, and this is a good fight and a stepping stone for both of these guys if they win this fight. But I'm going to have to side with Manel Cape in this one. I just think he's the more all-around fighter. I think he's going to be able to close the distance, make this a dirty fight. He doesn't have like a better all-around striking as Majuri, but I mean, if he's able to get in, clinch Majuri, put his weight on him, tire him out a bit, I think he's going to be able to pull this one out. So Manel Cape I'm going to like him via decision. I actually like this pick a lot. You could get it at plus 240. I think we see a fun fight, but the way Cape is going to win this fight is not if he gets into a crazy stand-up war where these guys are at distance. So I think he's going to be able to grapple with him, put him against the fence, and squeak out a decision here.
Like it, man. Another prop that you guys might want to play is fight not going the distance. Manel Cape has 11 KOs. Sue Majuri has 12. A lot of people out there, are picking up Manel Cape. I bet him a couple of times. Let me down his first time. I'm on the dog on this one, man. Give me Sue Mud right here, man. I'm riding with Sue right here. That's the official dog right there that I'm on. Man, let's keep it rolling on to the next one, man. But, hey, I would say that this is probably going to be like one of the better fights on the card. Agree?
The Majuri versus Cape fight?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think just Majuri style and KP has that big right hand, so he's going to be throwing that thing too. It's going to be a good one for sure.
Yes, sir. And next up, taking place, women on the card now, man. Montana De La Rosa, 12-6-1, 23rd ranked flyweight, taking on Macie, the future Barber, 9-2 ranked flyweight out here. Last time we see Macie Barber, she got a robbery win over my girl Miranda Maverick. Everybody knows she lost that fight. The judges gave it to her. I'm not going to debate too much about that. The whole community knows what's up with that. Before that, she was out fighting Alexa Grasso, boxing ghost, like shadow boxing ghost. Like she was throwing punches and nobody was around her. It was just a bad look for her. Before that, she lost to Roxanne Modafferi. Not a good look. She's 2-3 out of her last 3 fights right now, turning the corner. She's opened up at a -190 favorite. On the other side, Montana De La Rosa, I mean, she's been okay, her last 3 fights. She's one of the ones, though, that has that type of style to where you want to bet on her. Because when she's getting hit and when she's in the fight, she's going to keep going forward and pushing forward. So last time you've seen her in the cage, she got the win over Ariane Lipsky. Besides that, it was a draw against Mariana Brasilva. And then after that, she's coming off a loss versus Viviana Roju and a win over Mara Borello. She's a wrestler. So in this type of fight, if she can get her down to the ground and keep her, that's where she's going to win this fight. I want to say she has over 10 to 13 takedowns in her career. Macie Barber can get taken down. Macie Barber is a gritty fighter. I like her. I used to bet her a lot because she has that it factor. What do you mean by that it factor? She just has it, and she would go for it. But that was before she got hurt in pretty much that first loss in her career versus Roxanne Modafferi. Ever since that happened, she's been to different camps right now. Her headspace ain't the same. I seen her at Rufus Sport. Now she's at Team Alpha Male. She gets around. She's like a camp gym. You know what I mean? A camp rat. So I'm going to be taking the dog in this fight, man. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, Macie Barber's career, very interesting career, to say the least. I was high on her. I mean, when she first started, she was like a 21, 22-year-old girl beating these girls' ass, was confident on the mic. I was like, okay, this girl really may be the future. Like you said, took that loss to Roxanne, hurt her knee, and she really hasn't been the same since. Definitely got to agree she lost to Miranda Maverick. I mean, she got lucky. That decision went her way, but I'm gonna agree with you here. I cannot put my money on Macie Barber with these odds. Look, Macie Barber, her advantage here is probably her strength, her grittiness, and just herself as a fighter. She is a born fighter, but with these odds here, I think you have to take the underdog. Like we saw in the Roxanne fight, she was able to get Macie Barber down. That's what Montana De La Rosa is good at. So I'm going to agree with you here. We're both going to be on the dog here. I like these odds with Montana De La Rosa. I'm not rushing to the window to bet this one, but throw a little quarter unit, half unit on it. I don't think. Yeah, so give me the underdog here too. I still like Macie Barber. She's only 23 years old. I think she has a future, but I can't put my money on her right now.
I'm with you, man. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, Macie Barber, man. I used to back her. I still like her. I'm just not ready to bet her yet until she shows me like in two. She gives me two strong performances and shows me she's a different fighter. Then I'll be like, okay. But on the other side, I'll be honest, man. I kind of back my fighters. I've been a Montana De La Rosa backer since the Ultimate Fighter. Ever since then. So it's kind of one of those things to where I'm probably going to make it to the window because I would hate for her to win and me to already say I was going to bet her and, I usually bet her and not do it. Same thing I did with Jordan Levitt last week. I had one premium play out there, man. Didn't make a lot. I made one, and it came through clutch, and he got outstruck. A lot of people thought he didn't win, but he did, and I bet on him. Everybody else didn't. So, ha, ha, ha. So, yeah, that's how it goes, man.
Hey, there you go.
Next up, man, heavyweight. Big boys coming in. This fight just got put together. Alexander Romanoff, 15-0, 16 ranked heavyweight versus Chase the Bank Sherman, 15-9, 57th ranked heavyweight. So Alexander Romanoff wasn't supposed to be fighting Chase Sherman. It was supposed to be Tanner Boser. That line, it was Alexander Romanoff minus 500 versus the comeback on Tanner Boser was roughly around plus 225. Now, Alexander Romanoff has a new opponent. Chase Sherman steps up as of yesterday or the day before. The line opened on one book. I don't know what book that is. It was probably out Never Never World. Minus 600. That shit got steamed to a minus 1,200. Alexander Romanoff is at a minus 1,300 on your books out there. Yeah. I don't know how to play this fight. He was a big piece of my parlay that I had at a minus 500 earlier because I'm a Romanoff backer. He's just a grizzly bear when he comes out there. Another play you might want to look at is Alexander Romanoff inside the distance. Probably not. It's really going to be high. It's probably going to be minus like 300 or some shit. So, Man, Brad, how you see this fight?
Yeah, I mean, like everything you said, Chase Sherman got cut from the UFC just days ago, gets a second chance. So he's going to be hungry for this one. But, man, Romanoff is an absolute animal. As you said, grizzly bear. This man will get on top of you and absolutely smash you. So this is not going to be a good fight for Chase Sherman. I feel bad for him. It's cool the UFC gave him a second chance, but I mean, I agree with you. I couldn't find anywhere where the odds were. So I was going to ask you, and now you're saying it's a minus 1,300. Oh, shit. Yeah, if anything, maybe Romanoff by submission, or I think he's going to get on top of Chase Sherman and ground and pound him, TKO him, or choke him out, something like that. So maybe, like you said, inside the distance or first round submission or TKO. That's the only way to go about this. But with the odds this high, tough fight to make a bet on or make a pick on here.
Yeah, man, I agree. All right, man. Sometimes this is how I go on a show. You might miss one fight on the card that, you're supposed to go over, might have skipped past it. So I'm going to bring it back up for you guys, man, because I was looking like, I know there's one more fight we didn't go over before the co-main event. It's going to be Charles Jourdain, 12-4, 1 versus Lando Vannata, 12-5-2. That's going to be the next fight we're going to be talking about right now. Sorry, we skipped the rotation on that, but, sometimes that's how it goes. When
I was wondering. I was like, did he forget about the Jourdain fight? This is one of my favorite fights, so it's all good.
Yeah, exactly, man. So favorite fights, man. Let's go ahead. I'll let you kick it off, man. Charles Jourdain versus Lando Vannata taking place at the 145 division. I'll give you guys the betting lines and where they're at now. Charles Jourdain opened up at a minus 140. The comeback on Lando Vannata was at a plus 115, plus 120. Didn't stay that. Now you can get Lando Vannata at a minus 105, and Charles Jourdain is now down to a minus 115. So it's pretty much a pick 'em now. You could have got money with Lando Vannata earlier. It looks like money's coming in on him. How you see this one going out?
Yeah, I mean, like I was just saying, this fight's going to be an absolute banger. If there was a bet on like fight of the night, I would honestly pick this one. This is one I'm more excited about. Both these guys, up and down career, win some, lose some, but they always bring the fight. I would say Vannata does have the slight advantage in the grappling department, not by much, but Jourdain will have the advantage on the feet. Just those little more combinations and keeps his distance well. So this is a pick I absolutely love. I love Charles Jourdain to win this fight. I think he's able to outvalue him. Like I said, pick him from apart. And, I don't know if someone gets slept in this fight. Both these guys are pretty tough, but Jourdain money line, I love that all day.
Yeah, man. Last time Jourdain fought, man, he looked good. He actually fought one of the guys I'm cool with named Andre Ewell. Oh man, he ended the fight just like on a Spartacus kiss. He just kicked him and just like dead in the chest and was like, roar, and just
Oh,
knocked
great.
him out. It was crazy, man. He looked real aggressive, looked real good in that fight, you know. Lando Vannata, on the other hand, last time we seen him, shit, I was betting against him. I had money on Mike Grundy. He pulled it off, you know, so he beat Mike Grundy in that one. Put off the upset because he was actually the underdog in that fight. Lando Vannata likes to do a lot of spinning stuff. You know, he does have the wrestling advantage, like you said. Eric Jourdain, not the best fight IQ, could get reckless out there, you know, but he's explosive. In this one, I'll just keep it nice, sweet, and short. I'm going with the over 2.5, and I'm probably going to be playing Eric Jourdain in this one.
Sweet.
Next one going on, man. We on to the co-main event, man. So before we get on to the co-main event, Brad, let everybody know, man, what we got going on at Pick Dawgz and everything like that. Third show in a row, you know.
I mean, when it comes to a YouTube channel that gives out betting advice, I mean, there's nothing better than Pick Dawgz. There's basically a live show going on at every time. You know, we do this show on Wednesdays. Maybe in the future, we get some more viewers. We could do them multiple days. But I mean, whether it's Pucking Crazy, the soccer show, the drive-through every day, Pick Dawgz is the spot to be. When it comes to premium picks as well, I know me and Mills, we got to be up early, and we're making those picks early, both on the West Coast here. So we put our time, we put our heart into this. This is why I wake up. Honestly, I love this shit. So if you want a community, a channel that people are passionate about doing this, Pick Dawgz is the way to go, man.
That's it. That's it. Couldn't say no better, man. Everybody out there, man, go ahead, hit that like too, man. That's the main thing, man. YouTube needs to let it be known. You know, we're starting off this MMA show. We need to get in the algorithms. Every single Wednesday, we'll be giving you guys this show as long as there's a UFC event. In the future, if there's a big Bellator event, hey, who knows? We might even cover that too, because we do it all here, man. It's a PFL event going on live right now. 2 Bellator main cards going on this week in Hawaii. LFA on Friday, UFC on Saturday. Here at Pick Dawgz, man, we do it all, man. So everybody hit that like, hit that comment, and share, man. Let them know.
Yes, sir.
Co-main event time coming on, man. This one, last time we seen this guy in the ring, he literally retired, but now he's back. Clay Guida, 37-21 win, 37-21 losses. Just do the mental math, man. That's like fucking 58 fights, bro. This dude has 58 fights. All right, cool. Versus Claudio Polaris, 11-2 coming in. Last time we seen Claudio Polaris, he's on a 3-fight win streak. Had a win over Chris Gutzmacher, has a win over Jordan Levitt, and I forget who. The opening line though, check this one out. So Clay Guida opened up the favorite, I want to say at a -145. The comeback on Claudio Polaris at a +115. When I was doing a live stream on Saturday, I knew that line wasn't going to stay that. So I told everybody, hey, play this right now, because I guarantee you when I see you guys on Thursday or Wednesday to do the show, this line will not be the same. Claudio Polaris +115. The line didn't change. He ain't plus money no more. Claudio Polaris is now a -115 favorite versus Clay Guida. This fight right now, it's going to be kind of an interesting one because I see a lot of people backing Clay Guida, but to me, I don't see the bettors actually betting them, because if they were, the money wouldn't have been coming in on the other side. How you see this one, Brad?
Yeah, interesting fight here. I mean, I always love watching Clay Guida fight. We all do as MMA fans. And UFC, they give him another line in Pulis. And this way, how do you pronounce Claudio's last name? Am I saying
Polaris. I mean, you know it like I know. I'm Polaris.
All right, cool.
And trust me, I'm the wrong one. If anybody knows me, they know. I can get a name and mess it up on purpose. So, yeah.
Okay, Ed, no worries. People know what we're talking about here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so in this one, I think Clay Guida will have the striking advantage. I think he will be able to out-volume Pulis, but the problem is with Clay Guida's striking style, he gets in the clinch. His striking style kind of forces grappling exchanges, and Pulis is a very high-level jiu-jitsu guy. And I think that I could see that being a problem from Clay. I think we could see him getting caught in a guillotine or something like that. So, look, I love Clay Guida. My man's 40 years old. He's flying this young lion. I'm going to have to take Pulis money line. I think the odds here, I think they're wrong. You know, if I would have handicapped this fight, I would give it maybe Pulis -140, maybe even a -150. So getting basically even odds. I absolutely love that. And if you want to sprinkle a little cash on the submission, you could get that at plus 400. I also like that as well. But yeah, man, like I said, love Clay Guida. It's going to be cool to watch him fight. I don't know how much longer he has, but I'm going to have to take Pules in this one.
Man, I love everything you're saying right there, man. Just I'm on the same thing, man. I'm on Polaris, got him at plus 115. Like you said, I actually think he should have been the favorite to start off the fight on there. So for the people out there, Clay Guida, yes, he has that gas tank, but that gas tank, isn't gonna win you a fight. That's the thing. I hear a lot of people saying, oh, he's tough. Oh, he has a gas tank. Those don't sound like skills. Those don't sound like a specialty, So I'm not with that. I bet the fighters that have a special skill when it comes down to it. I don't want a tough guy. That means you're good at getting your ass whooped. Wow. Okay, you could take a beating. What the? Get out of here, man. So, yeah, man, give me Claudio.
Yep. I agree. And yeah, I agree with you. It's like those fighters like Diego Sanchez, like Clay Guida, like those tough guys. It's like, yeah, man, we love them. They're legends of the game. But, you get these young lions who have just been working on this craft their whole life with some of the best guys in the world. It's like, I don't know, man. A tough guy could only get you so far in a professional mixed martial arts fight. So,
Yep. Speaking of tough guys, man. I mean, we got some tough girls coming up for this main event. I mean, women's night, women's delight. They gave the women the main event tonight. Jessica Andrade, 22-9, third ranked flyweight, taking on Amanda Lemos, 11-1-1, 10th ranked strawweight. So this fight right now is going to be taking place at the 115 division, 5-round fight. Opening line, Jessica Andrade opened up on the books out there, minus 170. She's all the way up to a minus 200. Jessica Andrade, we all know the pedigree of her. She looked a lot better in this weight class. She was moving down from a heavier weight class where she was taking losses to the likes of pretty much all the championship pedigree fighters. She couldn't get over that hump in that weight class, so she moved down. Now, hey, I mean, she's getting some wins now, looking a little bit better. She got that win over Cynthia Calvillo, and then after that, she took that loss to Valentina Shevchenko, win over Caitlin Chokagian, lost to the champion Rosa Namajunas, lost to Weili Zhang. So, I mean, then she does have a win over Rose as well. So, the pedigree is there for Jessica Andrade. I think she has the gas tank. She's a hard hitter. She's a tank out there. Amanda Lemos, she's live in the first 2 rounds. She tends to gasses out as the fight goes. Both these women are a lot shorter. How you see this one playing out, Brad?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Lemos, I mean, this is a surprising spot for her getting a main event this early in her career. She has looked good, but she really hasn't fought anyone. Definitely not to the pedigree of the fighters Jessica Andrade fought. I mean, she's fought basically the best strawweight in the game. I mean, and she's fought Valentina Shevchenko. So this girl knows about the bright lights. She's fought in multiple title fights. So I'm going to have to go with Jessica Andrade here. Like you said, I could see Lemos coming out, starting off strong, using her distance, kind of picking Andrade apart. But the best thing about Andrade is her physicality. She's like a muscle hamster. I don't know why that comes to my mind, but you feel me? Like,
yeah, no, you're right. She's like a little muscle. You just see her, you just think like, oh man, like I don't know what it is. Like I got you.
Yeah, so I can see her. I think she's gonna win this one late in the fight. My pick here, my favorite pick here is over 3.5 rounds. You could get that at plus 115. It is a little scary because who knows how Lemos fights in those deep waters later in the fight, but. I like those odds for a female fight to go over the 3.5 rounds, and you're getting plus 115. So loving Jessica Andrade here. I think she does pick up the win, and then also like the over 3.5 rounds.
Yeah, I actually like what you're saying right there with the over 3.5. That's usually something I usually bet. I usually bet round 3 to start in a lot of my fights out there because I just look at it like I just need a fight to go 10 minutes. You don't think a fight's gonna last 10 minutes. So I mean, yeah, I actually like the over 3.5. Jessica Andrade, I think, is a strong parlay piece out there. You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna fight for your money. And if she's not just gonna quit. She's gonna get knocked out on her shield. So I mean, this is the dangerous sport. It's a dangerous game. Somebody gotta play it. Amanda Lemos, she's game though. She's game. She got finishes. So you're saying the over 3.5? I'm with you on that, but I'm a boomerang it and try to win two bets at the same time because I'm on the under. I just got this fight not to go the distance, man. I think both these women have the finishing capability. And Amanda Lemos, last time against Angela Hill, she slowed down a lot in her last fight. So I think Andrade is going to be a big parlay piece out there for people to better. One thing that I do like betting on the main event, let's just say your night's going great, right? You're winning all your bets and everything. You just got this last leg to come down to. If you're down to winning a big, substantial amount of money and, you got a heavy favorite in there, you can always hedge out on that underdog, and put a little bit of money on there just to cover yourself to make sure that you walk out with some type of money. That's the one good thing about getting main events in there. So, yeah, I think everybody's I think we're both, man, we agreed on a few of these fights. You had a lot of props that I like too.
Yeah, and I got a question for you. You think this fight goes under or ends inside the distance? How do you think it happens, if you would say?
My prediction would be Jessica Andrade ground and pound round 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. And we got some comments too. Andy, David, who do you guys got on this main fight or any fights that you guys absolutely love? Shane Mickles also in the chat. Shout out Shane. Pick Dawgz crew right there. So
let us know, man, if you guys got any plays on this or any questions or anything that we a fight that we didn't go over or didn't touch on or anything like that. Because how it is on our show, we're only going over the main card and maybe one or two entertaining fights that catch our attention on there.
Yep. You want to go over best bet, lottery pick, best dog?
Go. Let's go, man. Let's start off with best pick. Yeah, best pick. What's the best pick?
I'm sorry, Clay Guida, but I gotta go Pules, man. I just think I don't know. I think of course Clay Guida's past his prime, and this young guy getting these odds too hard to pass up. So I love Pules money in line there.
I got you. You know me, man. I'm always coming. I'm coming to get the money, man. I'm coming for the guaranteed, man. My best pick of the night, and yes, I'm going to be playing, and it's going to be chalky because that's just what it is. It's going to be Alexander Romanoff wins inside the distance. I don't care what it is, man. I'm betting it, all right? I'm betting it.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
I'm sorry, Chase Sherman. It's going to happen, but
it's going to happen.
Yeah, man.
You signed up for that. Best dog of the night coming out. The Dawgz is going to be barking on this card, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and take it. I'm on Sue Mud. Give me Sue Majuri, man.
All right, we're on different sides this one. It's not like a money line pick, but getting Cape via decision plus 240. That's my favorite value play of the night. So I'm going to do that as my best dog. So me and Mills, we're on opposite sides there. I'm definitely going to be watching that fight. It's going to be a little more exciting now. So, give me a Cape via decision.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lottery pick, man. Let's keep it going, man. I'm trying to go 3-0, man. What do you got going for your lottery pick, or you need a little minute?
Nah, I got it here. So I got a three fighter parlay. I'm going Jourdain money line, Jessica Andrade money line, and Pules money line. You get that at plus 415. So I like that, and I'm definitely going to throw some cash on that because I'm pretty confident in all three of those fights. The Jourdain one is the only one that, I'll be a little nervous about, but I'm confident about Andrade and Pules. What about you?
I got a 2-leg solid play, plus 115. Jessica Andrade and my guy Orly Koleng. It's a money line minus 230 and a minus 200. Put them together, you get plus 115. That's going to be my lottery pick for this week.
Beautiful.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me see. You got Andy Marine, my boy, saying Andrade is a solid play to me. She's proven hard to beat at her natural weight class.
Yeah. I would agree. And it's going to be a tough fight for Lemos. I mean, these are the bright lights fight on a main card against a girl who has fought in multiple title fights against the best fighters ever. And when it comes to females. So, love Andrade.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So that locks up our lottery pick for the day. That locks up our whole show for the week, man. So like we said, man, everybody out there, you're watching this on the replay, let us know in the comments because I do reply back. And, hey, if the plays are sweet and the bets are right, I'm trying to get rich and I'm trying to play it twice. So, man, I'm looking to see what you guys are playing and seeing if you guys agree. If you disagree, let us know. If you guys got a prediction, if it hits, I'll shout you out next show. Hey, Brad, what can they check you out when you're not on Pick Dawgz?
Yeah, check me out on Twitter at BradWinsBets as well as Instagram. I kind of been slacking on the content. I'm not going to lie. Been a little busy lately, but I'm going to get back on the Twitter grind, the Instagram grind. Also on TikTok too. So, hey, don't sleep on me there. All of it is at BradWinsBets.
Let's go. Let's go. Same, man. Check me out at MMA Locker Room, man. On Twitter and Instagram, I'm interviewing your favorite fighters. On PFL, doing Bellator media, interviews with the UFC fighters, putting on my best plays and picks, doing live streams and everything else, man. So that's where you can catch me at. And I also, sometimes I put out my plays a little bit early. So, you know, you might catch one on Twitter and be like, wow, he just put out an underdog. And now when I got it this week, it's a favorite. So, you know, want to send a special shout out to everybody out there making this possible. Special shout out to Mitch running this. Special shout out to Joe Madden behind producing it. And special shout out to y'all in the chat for making us what it is, man. Until then, until next week, we're out of here, man. We're going to keep cashing. Fight dogs.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, guys.